Alright guys, I've got my tape measure and I've got my piece of 1x2 stick that we're going to be using. It was 99 cents this morning at Lowe's. So we'll get started. I'm going to make a scale length of about 22 inches on this guitar, which comes out to be, let's have a look, 22, about 56 inches. Let's go up to, or centimeters, let's go up to 60 centimeters, make it a 23-inch scale length. First we're going to start at this end. We're going to take an inch and a half in till we get to our first tuner. Then we're going to mark an inch and a half for each successive tuner. 1, 2, 3. From the space of our third tuner to our spacers, or to our string guides, we're going to put another inch and a half. So it's got a nice long space. And then we're going to have 1 spring, or 1 inch from the spacers to the nut. So here's our string space, or our tuner space. From there, we're going to measure here. We're going to add out 23 inches. Here we go, 23 inches. That's going to be our scale length from here to there. Right? At that point, we're going to add on 3 more inches. Here, that's going to be our cutoff point. We're going to make an angled cut here, and we're going to have plenty of area to put our bridge to figure out right where we want it. This might actually be a little bit long, but it'll work out just great. Cool? Let's get cutting. We've got an $8 box saw, which I hope that you can see on the camera. I think that you can. Yep, good. We're going to take your saw, remove the pegs. We're going to make an angled cut back this way. So we'll line it up right about here. Take the pegs and turn them in so it holds it in place. And I find it's always better to put the wood on the opposite side from you, so as you're pushing with the saw, the wood tries to move away and into the block. Let's do that real quick. Good. Check the time. We have our net measured out and cut. That's the entire thing. We're also going to make, off the other end, a block of wood for the internal block. Let's see how big we want it. Usually about half the distance of the box, a little bit more, so we'll say 6 inches of wood. They'll give us plenty of area inside to mount. Where's our 6 inch? We'll make it, mark it 6 inches. Line it up. And we're going to cut it. Here we go. We have, oh, didn't get it all the way. Now we have our internal block, which has got a couple of knots in it. That's fine. And our neck piece. We're going to put away our scrap wood. Put away our box saw. We're done. We're going to move on to our drill. First, we're going to find a thinner bit, and we're going to drill out the string stops. Cool? What you want to make sure of is that your drill bit is just a little bit narrower than the head, but a little bit thick enough to allow the string to go through. So it looks like this 5/64 drill bit will work just fine. String spacing is not a hard thing to do. We're using a bolt for the bridge and the nut, and that'll take care of most of it. But if you really want to get technical about it, we have about 1.5 inches here. We're going to come in 1/4 of an inch off of each side and mark it at the 3/4 inch mark. That's going to give us even string spacing. Good enough. Going to make sure to bring it back at least a good 1/4 inch. We'll say 1/2 inch. We're going to drill at an angle, right? Here's our drilling block. Make sure that we don't damage our work area. Drill down just a little bit first, make a notch, angle it back, drill at the back side. Let me move it right here so you can see it. Drill a little notch, angle it back, straight out the back side. And again right here. Alright, that's not terribly even, but it is an expedient job. I don't think anyone will even care. Alright, so we're done with our 5/64. We're going to pick a spot, pick a drill bit for our string guides. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like a 3/32 works pretty good. We're going to move around here where we decide our string guides are going to be. Here's our nut and here's our string guides, right? And again, we want to figure out where we want to lay them. We'll go in a 1/4 inch from this side. Let's see if I can read this tape. 1 1/4 inch from this side, 1/4 inch from this side, and then again right between them. There we go. Now the thing is, when we're drilling this, we want to actually drill just a little bit to this left side, because these nuts, or these bolts, are going to have a width, right? We want the string to pass on the side of it where we want the string to be, not through the center of it. Otherwise it's going to throw off our string spacer. Not too sure about that. It looks a little bit narrow. Let's have another look. We'll go with yeah, 7/64 looks good. That looks a little bit better. Alright, we're going to drill directly downward, right through. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All the way through, right along the line. Very good. We're going to swap out this 7/64 bit for the biggest bit we've got, which is a 1/4 inch. Well, maybe not. Let's see. That's a little bit overdone. We can go down to, heck, we'll just do a 1/4 inch and keep it easy. We've done it plenty of times before. See what kind of time we've got. We are at, I can't even tell, 8 minutes. Yep, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. We're going to drill these holes real quick, and that's going to be our 10-minute session to build the neck. I'll tell you what, this video is going to run long. I've got to turn it off. But you know how to drill 3 holes. See you later.